Here we go. Hey everyone. Hey, hey, hey.
Going on.
Yeah, we got some people coming in. Awesome. Welcome everyone. Yeah, guys, this is Tory.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, hey.
Good day. Such an incredible day, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Bondley Finance for letting me come up here and, get mines off. I just want to say, first and foremost, that it's an honor to be something of somewhat like a pioneer of somebody, in this space and in this position. Being one of the first artists on my scale as a major artist to release unreleased music on an NFT. Um, I think that it's just dope that we got a chance to do this together, and I got a chance to do one of the greatest companies in the world. Um, and you know, I'm just excited about this because it's a whole new revolution of something that a lot of people don't fully understand about. But it's for the people who do understand it. It's such a dope niche crowd that we got going on here, and it's just ill that we could all come together and flow freely and buy art and buy you know dope stuff and get a chance to have a bigger insight to unreleased music and stuff that's not out yet. Specifically through this channel and world that we got going on. So I'm honored to just be like one of the first people to really do the unreleased music aspect part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's incredible. So I hope everybody in the building is feeling good. It's an incredible day, man. My
Yeah,
shit just
buddy.
started to, what was it, like 2 minutes?
90 seconds.
90 seconds. My shit sold out. And, that's a feeling. That's on a smaller scale, you know, it's the equivalent of an artist feeling like his shit went platinum first day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's the equivalent of an artist feeling like I put my music in the stores and in a week it went diamond. You know, 90 seconds on any kind of sellout. I could be selling chocolate bars. It doesn't matter. Like 90 seconds on any kind of sellout shows you that there's an incredible amount of demand. And I'm just happy that that's, being seen. I'm with a great company, Bondley Finance, create music. We do a lot of dope stuff. And it's just dope that we're all here and that we're creating something that's incredible. It's new and it's innovative.
That's amazing. Thanks, Tori. No, I really appreciate you working with us so quickly on this, and it's been awesome to work with you and pull all this together between the art and the music. So I love it, and wanted to know if you could just talk a little bit about sort of this album and what are some things about it that really inspired you for this
Yeah,
one.
well, basically, I do a lot of different genres of music,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it's hard to be able to juggle those and put them all out at the right times and certain things like that. And so, what I do is I do these things called capsules,
Mm.
and basically like 7 to 8 songs. Sometimes they're 3 songs, 4 songs, but they're these little compilations of music that are stuck to one genre. So basically, I did an R&B capsule this time because I felt like I've given my fans a lot of rap for the last couple of months and stuff like that, and like I know that my fans have a special love for whenever I sing and whenever I do
Mm-hmm.
come on R&B vibes and stuff like that. And so I wanted to give them a capsule. It's not an album; it's a capsule though of 12 songs that you're gonna be able to listen to and vibe
Mm.
with. And those records were records to me that were inspired honestly from Hard Liquor, Break, Hard Emotion,
Mm.
Breakup, and stuff like that. And even though regardless of like, some people be like, well, that's simp music. But regardless of what they would say, the way that my music sounds and the way that I do it, it never feels like that. It always gives you a vibe of a upbeatness and like a knock that you're supposed to get and like that greatness that you're supposed to get out of music. And so like it's really just inspired by just a feeling of, like I said, heartbreak, hard emotion, hard liquor, and
Mm-hmm.
in a good time when it comes down to the music.
Yeah, they love it. Okay, some of the folks in the chat are saying that. So I only got to know about you through this NFT, and I loved it that I'm part of your fan base right now.
Well, I appreciate you so much, number one, because my biggest thing is one day, and I hope especially you as whoever wrote that comment, like
Yeah.
I want you to know that my biggest goal and my goal is to become the biggest artist in the world, and I will become
Mm.
that. Like no matter what, I will be the biggest artist in the world at some point. I don't know when, but it's gonna be a point where I'm just the biggest. And any person who listens to my art, whether or not you came from, um, you know, getting with Bondly Finances and finding it on the NFT, or whether or not you came from just hearing it, however you heard it, the fact that you're here is all that's important to me, and that's why I did this, because I wanted to touch other people, like with my music, people that
Mm-hmm.
may have not ever heard of me, or I'm not a bougie guy that believes the whole world just knows me because I'm famous. I do believe that there's a bunch of people that don't know me because I could clearly be more famous. So my thing is, it's like, as long as people like you are listening and you hear it, and whether or not it's the art that attracts you to it or whatever it is, I'm just glad that you're here and that you're now here in the foundation, and like you're here to join this ride, because that's what this is going to be. I'm going to be the biggest artist in the world one day,
I
and it's
believe it.
doing innovative things like this.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, just the love here is unbelievable. So Decentralized says he has always been an innovator. Only fitting it was him first to do this out of all the major music artists. That's what he said.
I appreciate that. I've always tried to be ahead of my class, and I always try to, like, do things different. That's why I'm able to drop capsules right now, and it doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
to be an album. That's why, because I've always wanted to do things differently. And so, again, like, that person's absolutely right, because I feel like I'm a great fit for things that are brand new. I have no fear in my confidence. I'm completely confident about everything that I do. So if it's promoting something new, it's gonna work. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe you could talk a little bit about the how'd you come up with the capsule concept? I mean, it's really awesome.
Yeah, well, as a person who, I'm constantly in the studio, I'm constantly,
Mm-hmm.
I like to look at myself like a Kobe Bryant in the gym shooting shots.
Mm.
Like when it comes to me in the studio, I'm always there making records. And it gets to a point where you have a lot of good records and you're like, damn, like if I release too many of these, like it's gonna look like I'm releasing a million albums. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want it to look like that. So what I ended up doing was just saying, like, let me drop these things in capsules where I could drop 5 songs at a time. I could drop 12 songs if I want, but I could drop 3 songs. I can drop a capsule that's just music that was inspired by cause paintings and say, yo, today this capsule is going to be called the cause capsule, because that's what this specific music is about.
Mm.
And without me having to worry about the big press of, oh my gosh, the albums and the numbers of the album, I don't care about that. I care about my fans having music that they like to vibe to, and relieves their stress and anxiety. So that's all I'm thinking about. And when I thought about the capsule idea, it was just a way to just drop music more frequently without it
Right.
being so overly pressured. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of artists want to do that. They're just not able to, because it's like, how do I do that? You know?
Mm-hmm. No, I really like it, and it fits the NFT model actually really well
Yeah.
because you can have these things that are regular, and you're regularly getting involved with fans. So I really love it. So another comment here, Matador Research says Tory is a legend. He performed at my high school in 2008 with Wayne Dubs. Tory is the greatest of all time R&B. Salute.
I appreciate that. Nah, from the bottom of my heart, I've been grinding for a long, long, long minute. And, to me, these type of things they're always just incredible, just to have people that are here now that have been there for a long time, and people that have, heard of me, whether or not it's through an NFT or it's from 2008 at a talent show. I'm just happy that you're here, and I'm happy that you're still rolling with me. After 5 years of an artist, a lot of times we're like, okay, I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that it's still here and that we can keep on moving forward.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay, another comment is this your first from Maddie? Is this your first time in crypto?
Yeah, it is. It is. The first time I tried to get involved was when I remember when it was like first, like, well, not first, because I remember we had bitcoins mad long time ago and just didn't understand like what they was. But like like when the Bitcoin was like, oh my gosh, I tried to get involved with it, but at the time, I guess I don't know what was going on. I guess because of how I was, like, my status in like the United States and stuff like that, like me being an artist and being Canadian, it was like this weird thing. I couldn't get into the Coinbase and all kinds of weird stuff, so I just left it alone. But I always would watch it from the side, like, yo, I want to get involved with this so bad, because my friends would be involved in it, and it would just be like, yo, how do I do something that's, that makes sense to me? Because at the end of the day, too, and I'm gonna be honest, like, some people, may not understand this, because they may not know every single thing about crypto, but for the people who don't know everything about crypto, sometimes it can look very hard. It can look very, frustrating. It can look very like, oh, all these numbers, bro. I was never good at math anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's great that things like this can come out because then it gives people a understanding of something that's physical, something that you can kind of see. It's not
Yeah.
just a bunch of numbers. It's like, well, look, this actually means this. Look, this art made this much because it in crypto it means like you can see it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what's so innovative about this. And that, like, even for me as somebody who, I would be reading. I'd be one of those guys who at the starting of this, like before all this, I'd probably be one of those guys who would be reading Crypto for Dummies, like one of those books, but because I don't ever look at myself like I'm too smart or I'm overly smart on something that I may not be fully educated about. So the fact that, again, this is something that we can do, and this is something that opens up my mind as an artist and somebody who didn't know every single thing about this, it opens my mind up to trying to understand more and learn more and actually, be a part of it way more.
Yeah, I would definitely say the interaction is amazing that we're seeing right now, like with all NFT in general, and now with artists like you coming in, it's gonna make it even that much more crazy. So yeah, yeah, no, really excited. So I have a few more comments here. So not please says love your album, Chicks Tapes 5.
Oh yeah, thank you. That was the last R&B album that we had put out. It was like basically we would sample like a bunch of records from 2000 to 2000 early 2000s and then put the same artists from the records on the songs as well. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that one. That's a dope album.
Awesome. So another comment here. Do you from Crypto Raw? Do you think you'd release one of your I'm gonna say one of your capsules only in an NFT form? Is that
Yes,
possible?
yes. I
Mm.
think I might even make like just the NFT capsule, like the first, like
Mm.
like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I mean, like because you got to understand, like for me, that's what it's for. It's like I'm inspired by the fact that I sold out in 2 minutes or 90 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds. I'm literally ecstatic about that, and it's exciting to me, and it inspires me to want to do so much more, and you know, write about experiences like wow, like that's a flex. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff that it gives me inspiration. So I would make a capsule. I would make a capsule off the way I was feeling today. I would make a capsule off
Mm.
it's like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, love that. Love that.
So,
At Decentralized writes again, it would be amazing if Tori would do one of his live video streams where he lets the fans take part in the song creation, but as fans' first NFT release.
actually that would be fire. I think if we could actually set that up, because what that person's talking about is, usually I go on my Instagram live and I
Mm-hmm.
make the record in the studio with the people viewing. Like I'll ask them like, what should we call this? Da da da, and make the whole song in front of them. But it would be dope to do that and then release it on an NFT. Sure,
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
yeah, or maybe even the fans who get to build it with you are the ones who are holding your NFT.
From the NFT, like you know what I'm saying? Like that would
Mm-hmm.
be crazy.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
amazing. It's
so
amazing.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, thanks. Centralized, yeah. So everybody's okay. Some of the random comments. Pepkilla says we need the whole album, so or the whole capsule, I guess they mean. So when is that coming out?
They talking about the whole R&B capsule.
Yeah,
The R&B capsule should be out tonight, actually, at 12
yeah,
a.m. midnight. It's gonna be out. The whole capsule will be out tonight.
amazing.
You guys are gonna love it. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? Production on there is amazing. It sounds like art. You know what I'm saying? Like great, fabulous, fine art. So enjoy it, like, and enjoy it to the fullest. It's called Playboy, and yeah, you'll love it. I promise.
I'll be staying awake tonight to be the first one to listen to the rest.
You got
So yeah, no. So thanks so much for joining with us, Tori. Really
you
appreciate your
already know,
time.
man. Thank y'all. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so much.
All right.
For sure.
Cheers.